For the final module and your final project, you will collect data on your personal use of web-based platforms. At the beginning of the term, you signed up for a particular type of platform. These are social media, music streaming, movie and TV streaming, and online shopping. You were assigned to a team for Quan 201 based on your selection, and those were the teams that you visited at the beginning of the term within Module 2. So let's say that you chose social media. What you want to do is select these variables and you will create a column for each one in an Excel spreadsheet. So for this one, I'm going to do is copy. I'm going to create a new file and I am going to paste them special and I'm going to transpose here, which means that it'll take it from being rows into being columns, and that way I have my columns. So variable type basically means the way that you're going to be counting your variable or how you will be putting it into your column, and then these are the titles of your variables. I don't personally use social media, so I'm going to go back and do music streaming, which is something I very often do. I'm going to copy these, create a new file, paste special, and transpose again. This is just for easiness sake. When you're getting into analyzing the data, you're going to clean up what these columns look like, obviously. So I'm going to open up the columns a little bit so that I can better see what each one says. Now, what I want to do is capture the artist, the station changing or artist, the date, the genre, ignoring a recommendation, liking a track that they play, listening to a recommended radio or station, skips or dislikes, song title, if you use one, time ended, time start. So let's say it's Monday, my first day of data collection, and I'm going to use Pandora. During the entire course of the data collection, you want to use only one type of web platform. You don't want to be switching them up because their functions are different. So you want to stick to one thing and visit it at least daily and get a sense of how you are interacting with the platform. When I was on Pandora on Monday, I probably will go to the station that I've been listening to recently, which is for a band called Future Islands. And I will likely not change the station, which is what I've done. I'm pretending, but I'm also using stuff that I know recently happened. The date, let's say, is, you know what, let's go backwards. I'll say it was Thursday. So Thursday was 11, 21, I believe, 2013. The genre name is, I think they have it as alternative. I'll just use that for now. Do I ignore or recommended radio or station? Yes. Do I like and favorite tracks? I probably, let's say in the course of one day, will like at least, let's say 8 of the tracks I added new likes. Listen to recommended radio station or count, 0. Not likes and skips, I'll probably dislike, let's say just 2. Song and title, I'm going to skip just because there wasn't a song that I used. I used an artist. And then time end, time start. These should be in reverse order, but let's say I listened to it through 4:30 p.m. space p.m. It's important that you do your formatting through a standard way. Time start, it was 8:05 a.m. So however you enter one variable, you want to do that consistently. So if you do space capital PM, you want to make sure that you use that throughout the formatting. Or the other thing you can do is here you want to make sure it's formatted a certain way. It automatically selected time for me, so it's all set. The website name is pandora.com. And so I have the data that I needed to collect there. let's say now that I return to Pandora on Monday, that was on Friday, so I'm going to Pandora. And because I'm trying to listen to different music for this experiment, I'm going to go to the Emiliana Torini station, and I'm going to probably, let's say I change the station once. The date that I logged in, if it's tomorrow, it'll be 1/2/5, 2013. The genre is electronica. Did I ignore the recommended radio or station? No. Let's say I actually went and listened to another station. I liked at least 12 tracks. I listened once to a recommended radio station, and I didn't like at least 5 tracks. No, that's mean. Let me do it 3. I didn't use a song as a basis. Again, let's say I started a little bit earlier, 7:45 a.m., and I listened through till 4:52 p.m. Again, the website's the same, and for Excel, sometimes you see it give you an option to select what you previously entered. So this is what I would repeat every day of the week. Let's say when I got home from work, I actually listened to Pandora again while I was doing work from home. I would again enter the data from that day. So what I want you to be doing is selecting your platform, whether it's Amazon or Facebook or Twitter, and to fill in the data for each one of those. Now, returning to the Excel sheet that you have access to, if you're in the social media team, you would be using something like Twitter or Facebook or High Five, depending on what kind of social media you're into. And then you will be filling out a column for each of the variables listed under that applies. If you're music streaming, you saw how I would do my music streaming. If you're doing TV and movies, you would go to Netflix or Hulu or your Optimum cable TV channel and stream your TV shows or your movies and then select it that way as well. Then for online shopping, if you're doing your shopping, we want you to be on Amazon, or maybe you go to Target.com, but you would also track your behavior there. If there's any additional notes, you can simply add a notes column to your data sheet, and the formatting you would want to use for that. So let's say I want to do notes, and I'm just going to have like a memo style, or no, sorry, let me call that back, text style. So basically you're just going to have an open memo. And I want to say I basically listened all day at work, didn't change the station because I was being somewhat lazy and enjoying the tracks. That's not something that happens every day. Sometimes I stream a radio station that I really like, but the music starts to annoy me. So I'll just shut it down and I'll go to Grooveshark or I'll go to Pandora and just listen to select artists or a genre of music to play. So this is the basic how-to collect your data. In the next tutorial, what I will do is teach you how to analyze that data. Please feel free to reach out with any questions you might have.